So you're not gonna say nothing? You're not gonna say anything?
All right.
Hey, what's going on? She crazy.
What?
We're gonna talk about arguments or disagreements.
Because there's been a lot of controversy going on in the news and on social media.
And so everybody's up in arms, going at each other, and it happens all the time, especially on Facebook. People are just arguing, disagreeing, and it's not really a good place to do that. Especially for Christians, I don't think we can really say it how we want to, and we got kind of offend people, I believe.
Yeah, but on another take, you should stand up for what's right, and sometimes social media goes viral, and that's how you can reach people. But you got to be careful about how you come about it,
Right.
because you can, damage your reputation and how people perceive you or who you stand for.
Right, and you don't want to push anybody away from coming to Christ, because we're trying to bring them in. So we don't want to push them away, but we also want to stand for what's right. And so we want to talk a little bit about our disagreements that we have. We had, I'll say, a couple this morning. So we get into arguments, of course, or disagreements, and I know every married couple does, or everybody that's dating. Any and everybody gets in disagreements, right?
I usually win.
Well, usually when we get in disagreements, I'm usually the reserved and quiet one and don't really say much.
Let me show you an example.
You're funny, huh? So you're not gonna say nothing? You're not gonna say anything? And so I just don't want to say anything that I'm gonna regret. But we are called to be different from the world when we do everything. And so disagreements are not any different. And what I want to point us to is Romans chapter 12, verse 2, where it says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God."
So we just want to talk about what it's like when you argue correctly, when you actually discuss things and stuff like that.
So if you hear Ava, she's sitting over there watching us, and so she may be a little cranky a little bit.
Probably because we forgot her appointment today.
Yeah, we did forget her appointment today. A rookie mistake. So
I ain't no rookie.
rookie mistake doesn't mean you're a rookie.
Yes, it does. What does that imply? Here we are arguing again. So first we want to talk about some things that help with arguing with somebody close or disagreeing with somebody close. I think the best thing to remember is to have a soft answer. In Proverbs 15:1, it talks about a soft answer turns away wrath. And I think that Raph really excels in that department. He keeps the disagreement calm, because normally he doesn't say anything, but if he does say something, it's not too rough or anything. So
Yeah, I just don't want to say anything that I'm going to regret or, just blow off the handle. I just want to calm down, get my thoughts together, and then when you're calmed down, you usually make good decisions, right?
that's true.
And I think we're most harshest with the people that we're closer to.
That's so
And
true.
that's something I think we all need to work on, trying to love more of the people that we were closer to and be able to,
Be patient with them.
patient.
That's
Exactly.
another thing to remember, is being patient.
We'll go to 1 Corinthians 16:14. Is let all that you do be done with love.
I think this is important when you're arguing or having a disagreement with anybody, to remember that you should be talking to them with love, letting them know how you feel with love. Like when you argue, you shouldn't say, "You always do this." You should say, "When you do this, it makes me feel this way."
The next one we're going to talk about is disagreeing with strangers. So the people we come across on the internet, online, I know they're supposed to be your friends, Facebook friends, right? But some people you don't know.
or people in the stores or something, somebody bumps into you or cuts in front of you in line, or road rage.
I'm gonna pick up Ava. She's in.
Yeah.
A little needy right now.
We're definitely told in Matthew 5:39 that we're supposed to turn the other cheek. And as Christians, like it said in Romans 12, as he mentioned, we're supposed to be different. So normally people would react to those things, but as a Christian, you're supposed to stay poised, and you should have self-control at all times and try to do things with love when you're upset or certain things get to you, especially with strangers, because you're supposed to be representing what it's like to be a Christian. All right, so lastly, we're going to talk about arguing with the world. This means like political views or
protesting.
Yeah, standing up for what's right, basically.
Right.
And in the Bible, we're told to stand up for what's right. It's in Ephesians 6:14. We're told to stand up right, and it's talking about the armor of God. When you're going up against the world, again, let's reiterate, we're not supposed to argue like the rest of the world or disagree like the rest of the world. We're supposed to do it differently. We're supposed to be positive when we're disagreeing and not insult or tear anyone down.
Right, or violent or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's important for us to have a good concept of who we should be when we have a disagreement with others.
There's actually a verse where it talks about you're not supposed to have any talk that's not profitable. You're only supposed to talk about positive things. But definitely stand up for what's right, because
if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Right. And you never know, like you might be the only one standing up for what's right. We just want to leave you with this verse.
Yeah, Psalms 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? So who's going to stand up? Who's going to rise and be able to fight off the devil or speak up when there's bad things going on that shouldn't be? And we as Christians need to do that, but we need to make sure that we do it with love. We need to do it with patience and be able to do it right in the sight of God so we can bring others to Christ.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. It'll mean a lot to us if you like, share, and subscribe.
Be the light.